Propcast on the Sportscam Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. They're welcome to customers. Play just $5. Get $100 bonus funds. Use promo code SGPN.
And Peggy to shot the ground downfield. He gets the catch, and he gets in for the touchdown. The catch is made by Calvin Ridley. Wilson, as he throws.
And welcome, everyone, to the Propcast here on the Sportscam Podcast Network. Currently Thursday afternoon, December 11th, around noon Eastern. I'm Rose Scott Rochelle. Once again, joined by Adam Roseberg. Together, we're going to break down our thoughts for the NBA and the NHL props for Thursday. A reminder, by the way, if you want some thoughts on the football game tonight, we have a show for that. We did a Thursday night football episode a day or two ago. So if you want to check out the football plays for tonight, check out the episode before this one. But Adam, how's it going with you? What's up?
It's good. I am just trying to understand why I can't stream directly to Twitter, but I don't really care.
We have the technology.
We do. I also upgraded my phone. I downloaded the new iPhone software. I know you don't because yours still has like.
I've lost access to about half my apps.
Right. I did, and it's the worst thing that could have possibly happened to my phone.
For the record, fun little side story. I tried to update my phone about a week or two ago, and every time I would hit the confirm button, my phone just refused to update. So maybe I'm just so many systems behind that my computer can't even comprehend the thought process of what the current iOS is. So my phone is just...
I mean, your phone still says Twitter. It doesn't even have X.
Yeah, so I'm saying my phone just is refusing to upgrade. So my phone and I are seeing eye to eye right now. I cannot upgrade if I want to.
Hilarious. All right, let's jump into this.
You know how I order my Chipotle?
How?
On the computer. Because the app doesn't work on my phone.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. That's an example of what I'm dealing with.
I can't bet on my computer for some reason anymore. I can't bet on like Caesars and some things.
It's really funny if somebody ever steals my phone and tries to access my banking information. It's a great joke. You can't access my TD Bank app. So that's a pretty fun joke there. So yeah, a lot of apps are decoys because you can't actually use them on my phone. But
yeah,
anyway,
I see Nico Ray saying goodbye to your battery. Yeah, it's like on fire.
Yeah,
like mine right now.
Do you feel the heat on the back of the phone?
Yeah, and it's just been sitting here.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's bad news.
So there we go. But once again, if you have a new update on your iOS, maybe don't do it. That's the advice we're giving you. But there you go. Anyway, before we get into any of the props for Thursday, a reminder that you can check out the SGPN app for free access to all of our picks and podcasts in one easy location. SGPN app, download for free in the App Store. Type in SGPN. So once again, if you want to get access to all the shows, all of the podcasts, all the picks, all for free, check out the SGPN app, free to download in the App Store. So moving on to our props for the NBA and for the NHL here on Thursday. Adam, I'll let you go first. For starters, as a bit of a spoiler, are they all hockey plays?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm never gonna. If you see me give out an NBA play, it's bad.
So for the record, I do have two NBA plays, so it kind of balances out. But I'll let you go first. What's going to be your first hockey play for the show?
So my first hockey play for the show, we are going to go with a no gift, which is a no goals in the first 10 minutes. Dallas and Minnesota plus 120. Waldrop is projected to be the starter for Minnesota, or Wallstead, I should say. And he's freaking awesome. And his last few first periods, he's kind of been really limiting. He just limits rebounds, limits shots. Excellent goalie. And Jake Ottinger is projected to be the starter for Dallas. They've been excellent defensively lately in the first period. And shout out to PSU Otto, Chris Otto, who does tracking on GIFs. What's that?
He tracks a lot of trends and stuff.
He tracks a lot of that. Last 10 games. Dallas is 5-5 on goal in the first 10, and Minnesota is 4-6. And so this is fantastic value at plus 120. One of the things I look for are just goalies that in the first period are able to limit their shots and limit their rebounds. But what the projected goalies do, plus 120. Dallas, Minnesota, no gift in the first period.
There you go. Moving on to my first play, I'm going to go to the NBA. I'm going to go with DeRozan. I'm going to take his under 4.5 assists at minus 118. DeRozan's not really been that good at accumulating assists recently, and mainly because we know that's what Westbrook likes to do on this team. But DeRozan has had less than 5 assists in 6 of his last 7. Denver's also been good against small forwards. Denver's allowing the 8th fewest assists per game to opposing small forwards, and he's been quite bad at home when it comes to getting assists. DeRozan has had less than 5 assists in 9 straight home games. 9. So I understand the argument is it's a high total. The Kings actually won the last game against Denver, so I understand why people might think the Kings might actually score some points in this game. But DeRozan's assists have been objectively bad, and I do think 4.5 is a pretty high number for a guy like DeRozan, who we know is a pretty shoot-first type of player, and he has been for his entire career. Not to mention the fact that there's a lot of Westbrook possessions and a lot of Levine possessions. I just don't see enough opportunities for DeRozan to actually get these assists. Give me the under 4.5 assists for DeRozan at minus 118 as my first play on the show. Moving on to your second hockey play, what do you like?
My second hockey play is going to be Logan Thompson over 26.5 saves, minus 112. Carolina's tops in the league in shots on goal.
They always are. It's a Brandon Moore special.
It's Brandon Moore special, and they don't give up any. They're very, very disciplined until they lose in the conference finals or the second round.
But in the regular season, they will outshoot all the other passive teams by like 15 shots in every game.
Correct. Thompson has faced over 108 shots in the last 180 minutes, which is like 3 games. So I look for goalies that are facing more than 30 shots a game because then you can get your saves. And he's also over this in 4 of 7 versus Carolina. So we will do that. I'm also just keeping an eye on one of the things I look at when I'm doing any sort of goalie stuff. Again, I always say it. I look at rebounds, and let's see how Logan Thompson has been on the rebound side. He's like giving up like 3 a game. It's just that Washington's been giving up a lot of shots, so I think that there's just going to be that volume there. They've been giving up a lot of shots. They're facing a team that shoots a lot. This is a perfect kind of storm for that type of thing. So Logan Thompson over 26.5 saves.
Yeah, I'm really never going to push back when it comes to taking save props against Carolina, because Carolina is a team every single year that just the shot attempts they get, it's not even efficiency based on their shots. It's just the volume. It's insane how many shot attempts they have. They only look at the net. So I like the play. I think that also you have a good goalie in net, which helps. But I like the over with you. There's a chance he gets to 30 or more, so I can get behind that. I do want to ask you, though, for the sake of the actual, I'd say Capitals and Carolina, any thoughts on those two teams in general?
I like Caps a lot. I'm never going to back Carolina in the playoffs. I just think that they have a built-in ceiling based on they'll shoot a lot, but they don't have efficient scorers. And their system team. But the Caps, I told you this. And also the Caps have going for them. They won the President's Trophy last year and then didn't do it. And generally it's 2 years later that what happens for President's Trophies because you get that curse. So, I like the Caps. You know that. I like the Caps. Fair amount for the playoffs.
Yeah. I agree. The fact is Ovechkin got off to a bad start. He's actually been pretty good.
Yeah, but Ovechkin's not they're not looking for him to carry.
No, that's my point. My point is Ovechkin, even though he's in a smaller role now, has actually been better as the season went on. So he's not even a complete liability.
That team lives and dies by Strome in that lineup because when he's out, they just can't do anything.
Yeah, because Strome is the entire playmaker on the entire roster. Yeah. So there we go.
Yep.
All right, before we get into the remaining props that we have for the show, a reminder that we are brought to you by our sponsor, Kalshi. So if you want to check out prediction markets with real money, it's available in all 50 states. Trade a ton of markets in sports, including the NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, and more. You can also trade props like first touchdowns. Besides sports, they have a ton of other markets, including politics, entertainment, and even weather. And a reminder, Kalshi customers and new Kalshi customers can get $20 for free if you use our promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN for a free $20 at sign up. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. So if you like Underdog Pick'em entries, chance to win 5,000 times your entry pick higher or lower on player stats. Mix and match your sports, the NFL with the NBA, with the NHL. Just for an example, create entries, chance to win up to 5,000 times your entry, pick higher or lower. So once again, you have options if you want to fade certain players, if you want to back them, a lot of options. But if you want to check out Underdog, new offer for the customers, play just $5, get $100 bonus funds. Use promo code SGPN at sign up. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. I finished going through the first call props that we have for the show. Time to move on into my second play for the show. Sticking with the NBA, I'm going to go with Jalen Suggs. I'm going to take his under 8.5 RA at plus 102. So Suggs has actually been going under regularly for the last week or two. He's at less than 9 RA in 6 straight games. He's been quite bad against the Knicks when it comes to RA. He's at less than 8 RA in 4 straight against the Knicks. They actually played about a week ago, and Suggs only had 7 in that game. But the point is, he has really not done much against the Knicks in terms of RA. I know that Franz is now out, so you're looking at Suggs maybe getting a bit more usage. I don't really believe that because Paolo just took Franz's place, so I don't really see much of a change in terms of usage. But you're looking at Suggs, who has been pretty underwhelming in the RA category against the Knicks and overall. And the Knicks have been good against point guards. They're allowing the 4th fewest rebounds per game to point guards and the 8th fewest assists per game to point guards. Plus money, I think is pretty appealing here. Give me Jalen Suggs to go under the 8.5 RA at plus 102.
Sorry, I was distracted by the comments from Adrian talking about the Ozempic looking good on me. I take Zepbound. But yeah, dude, that is a magic wand thing. That is.
I actually don't even know what that is. Is that like a cheaper version of Ozempic?
It's the generic, yeah.
Okay.
It's the generic. I mean, they're all now they've overproduced them, so like everybody gets them. But that shit's awesome. I'm a big fan. You saw me.
Well, yeah.
I look like I literally like you saw me 2 months ago. You saw me 3 months ago.
I didn't know how much weight you actually lost, but I'm assuming it was like 70, 80 pounds.
I didn't lose 70 or 80 pounds. Did you have no idea how mass works? I lost 20 pounds. 70 or 80 pounds?
I was fucking.
Okay, I was going to say, you have no idea how.
No, I was completely fucking with you. I would have guessed more than 20, though. I would have guessed like 40.
Yeah, I mean, you saw me. I totally like that. But anyway, sorry, distracted from it. Yeah, no.
I said 70 or 80 to see that expression on your face, and I have no regrets. I thought that was hilarious. No, but anyway, I see a question from Nico asking if I'm ever going to appear on the college basketball show. I appear in the comments section at 4 a.m. sometimes, if that counts. Truth is, college basketball, I used to follow a lot more than I actually do. I still follow, of course. I know that we still have bets on college basketball all the time, courtesy of Rhythm. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
but
Rhythm's do that's what
I still follow college basketball. Do I know enough to fully like have a full conversation about like Charleston Southern and these random like Lamar, like all these teams? I do not. So I'm not going to add much value there. But I can talk about the main teams. I think Michigan's nasty. They'd be my pick to win the whole thing right now. So I'm not clueless when it comes to the whole college basketball landscape, but I don't know enough about the random mid-major schools. That's kind of where I fell off with my knowledge over the last couple of years. But anyway, you think you could actually guest appear on that show, or do you think you don't know enough?
No, dude, I use Rhythm. I use Rhythm and some other sources. I mean, once again, conference season, maybe. I don't know. It's just not my thing. I let Mac and Colby run their show, and shout out to the Pump Fake Pod guys. Those are also good guys too.
Yeah. Once again, I follow college basketball, but I don't religiously follow it the way I used to.
Yeah, I follow it. I just don't know enough about it, and I focus on some other things.
When I was doing free picks every night, I used to be fully locked into KenPom. I was on KenPom every night. Like I was locked in a couple of years ago, and then times change. I just found other priorities. So that's just how
ladies.
Not quite. I meant other sports.
Yeah, that's fine.
I kind of just became a full NBA, NHL guy kind of thing.
That's fair. Man, we don't tout Novig anymore. Huh? Novig's got such good lines. Anyway, so yeah. So
we do tout Novig.
Oh, we can tout it? Yeah, I'm just like I got so many of these on there.
Yeah, Novig's in the second ad read.
Good. All right. Well, I'm a very big fan.
Which is pretty
funny.
My
Novig balance is insane right now.
It's pretty funny because we have two separate prediction markets as sponsors, and they are direct competitors with each other, which is pretty funny.
That's not my problem.
No, not my problem either.
Yeah.
Just saying, it is pretty funny.
So, anyway, that being said, let's move on.
Yeah. So moving on to your third hockey play, what do you like?
I'm going to take Tristan Jarry under 21.5 saves, minus 110. He's on the Penguins. He is seeing an average of less than 29 shots per game over his last 3 games. It's very low. He has a very low rebound shots on goal against, so he's not creating additional shots. That's pretty indicative of second chances. And Montreal, they have been shooting a lot lately, but generally they don't shoot. So give me the last game against them too. He finished with 21, but give me under 21.5 saves. Don't be afraid to take an under on saves, but under 21.5 saves.
You mentioned the fact is if they're not seeing many shots, then that is definitely going to help his chances of having a pretty low.
It's a rebound. Yeah, he's not been seeing as many shots, and he hasn't been seeing as many rebounds. So that's a big thing.
Also, Montreal never shoots the damn puck.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
No.
They
have been.
I'm saying they have been lately, but yeah.
Yeah, my point is if Pittsburgh's doing a good job of limiting shots anyway, and you have an opponent that really doesn't shoot the puck much, then it's a very solid combo.
Yeah, I agree.
There we go. All right, moving on into my final play. I had a hockey play, so I'm not just going to do basketball. I got Batherson from Ottawa. Give me the over 2.5 shots at minus 130. He's had at least 3 shots in 4 straight games. Blue Jackets allow a ton of shots, the most in the entire league, and he's been very good against Columbus. He's had at least 4 shots in 3 of his last 4. Batherson's volume, though, in terms of shot attempt, quite good lately. His accuracy's been pretty good, and Columbus allows a bunch of shots to everybody. Good enough for me. Batherson over 2.5 shots, minus 130.
I love that. I love this play. I mentioned it to you beforehand. Elvis over saves narrowly was cut from my card, and this is a good pivot because I thought he was going to go over saves because I think Ottawa will shoot a lot, but I like Drake on that team to be the guy who shot, and I just took it at a plus 104 on Novig.
What? You mean the 2.5 or 3.5?
2.5.
You got a 30-something cent differential on Novig for that?
Yep.
Well, I got to change my price then.
It's minus 110 on FanDuel.
Okay, so it was 130 last night, I guess.
Probably didn't have every market open.
There you go. So what did you say it was? You said it was plus 104?
Plus 104.
So that's the new price I'm going to go with. Once again, thank you for bringing that up. Shout out to Novig as well, who has great prices all the time. Batherson, over 2.5 shots, plus 104. There we go. Anyway, anything else you want to add for the miscellaneous section?
No, I think we're good.
Cool. There we go. Once again, no miscellaneous Thursday Night Football stuff because we did an episode on that. So we're not going to cover football on this show. But before we get into our best bets and, of course, the underdog entry, a reminder, they're brought to you by our sponsor, right on cue, Novig, because the number one prediction market for sports in America. Get some great prices. Like we just said a second ago, Batherson, get the shots at plus 104. A reminder, though, if you download the app, you get a nice deal with us. You get $50 when you spend just $5 if you use the promo code SGPN. That's actually Novig, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. So if you want to check out their models, they've been very good for the NFL season. They've been great for college basketball. Easy to sign up. You could also build your own model or use the house model or borrow one from somebody else. A lot of options when it comes to model building. But if you want to check out Rhythm on your own, nice promo code for a discount. Download the app. When you actually sign up for a new account, use the code SGPN25. When you download the app for a quarter off your first month, download Rhythm. Once again, promo code SGPN25 for a quarter off your first month at Rhythm. Adam, what is the Rhythm play we're going to go with on the show today?
Let me look.
Just curious.
Yeah, let me look because I haven't done a lot of their NBA, but I will look.
I see one here that I'll just read off.
Okay, then do that. You do that.
Yeah. We're going to go with Duncan Robinson. Actually, no, that's tomorrow. That's 12-12. I see that they are going with – I'm trying to find a pretty decent price. I don't really see anything for today's action besides going with some Joker stuff. But that's Joker under on his assists, which I'm really not really interested in. So let me just quickly see what the smart signals have for the games tonight. I'll ignore the props for now for the NBA. Sorry, just trying to find if they have anything for...
You could do it for tomorrow, though. Why not? There's not a lot of games tonight.
So I found something. So Rhythm tonight likes the under 241.5 in the Trailblazers and Pelicans game.
I like that.
So there you go. So Rhythm's play for this episode is the under 241.5 in the Pelicans game on a Thursday. Anyway, a reminder, use the promo code SGPN25 for a quarter for first month at Rhythm. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finish going through our props for the show. Time to move on into the best bets. Adam, what is your best bet for the show?
Really, really like the Logan Thompson over 26.5 saves. We talked about it, but Carolina shoots so much. He's a good goalie. I think this is a solid one.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to go with Batherson over 2.5 shots.
Love that.
I would have gone for something else, but plus 104 is an insane price that I have to take. So based on value, it's plus money against a team that allows the most shots in the entire league. It's a great matchup. You actually cannot get a better matchup if you wanted one. So give me Batherson over 2.5 shots at plus 104. Anyway, moving on to Underdog. Anything you want to recycle?
Oh, wow. Sorry, breaking news. Carter Hart is not going to start tonight against the Flyers.
I don't think... Is it in Vegas or is it in Philly?
No, it's in Philly.
Yeah, I don't think the crowd atmosphere would have been a good one for Carter.
They don't... There's no... Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, fair.
Okay. Once again, regardless of your own opinion on the issue, as an opposing goalie, no, that would be just... The signs are going to go crazy in that building if he was starting. And Philly would eat him alive.
They're giving us a tennis profit boost. Is there tennis?
No.
So why are we getting a tennis profit boost?
There might be some challenger stuff, but no.
That's hilarious. Okay.
There's a tennis event starting next week, though.
Do we want to take something from it?
Probably not. It's the next-gen bullshit Olympics, so it's fine.
All right. Let's do this.
I'll be doing episodes on it, but it's the next-gen final.
All right, so it's fine. So let me find what we might want here. We might want. Let's see. These are all good. Let's mess around with the odds. Have some fun. I'm going to change my sports book on my thing here to Underdog and make a matchup. Let's do this. Okay. What about... Ooh, here's a good one. How about Beckett Seneke to get a point? He's been kind of on a tear.
Sure, that's fun.
All right. I like that one. So we're gonna do against the Islanders because British is starting. So we're gonna go Seneke point higher, 0.5 points. We could go. Let's get some reverse correlation here. We'll go Lane Hudson under 0.5 assists. He has not had one in any games against Pittsburgh in 8 of his last 10, too.
Sure. So Hudson lower half an assist.
Lower, yep. Let's do that. And then let's also do...
We'll do an NBA one. We'll throw in DeRozan.
All right. What is that?
DeRozan lower 4.5 assists.
DeRozan lower. Okay. So we have... Okay. Beckett Seneke, higher 0.5 points. Lane Hudson, lower 0.5 assists. DeMar DeRozan, lower 4.5 assists. That is going to be, for us, 50 to allegedly, well, it's a 4.74, but we did a boost. So it's 50 to allegedly win 330.
Cool. Sounds good.
Into it. Just send it to you.
There you go. All right, anyway, that is going to wrap it up for the show. Anything else you want to add?
Nope. I'm solo with my kids tonight. Shoot me now.
Well, don't have kids. Anyway, a reminder, if you want more Propcast episodes, we'll back again tomorrow to get into the Week 15 Sunday slate. So if you want some NFL thoughts, check out the Propcast tomorrow. I'll be on the Steffi show later. I'll be doing the producing, and I'll be on the show later. So find me there.
Ooh, the production side of it.
And I'll be guest appearing at the end. But either way, until next time, good luck to all of you and all of your bets. Bye, everyone.